Right, I've just arrived at Uralla. Yeah, just in the Uralla cemetery here. That was pretty quick. First on the right, Thunderbolt, Fred Ward, died 1870, aged 36 years. So it's one of the bushrangers, Thunderbolt. There you go, New England residents. So there is the grave of the bushranger, Fred Ward, Captain Thunderbolt. Yeah, so that's Uralla. So Thunderbolt's rock. Thunderbolt the bushranger. I'm not sure if that's where they caught him. I'll have to look into that. It's a pity people have to ruin it for all that graffiti. Yeah. Just on the Moonbill top, the Moonbill peak or something. Just about to go down to some pretty steep hills apparently. Moonby Park and Lookout, 80th anniversary. Wow, this is a view. Yeah, that's a good one. This might be a good one at sunrise too, I think. It's a Tamworth, probably down through there. Few vans coming up the hill. That's a big hill too. So this whole lookout is built during the Depression. Employed people during the Depression, so they've sort of built a concrete platform up onto the granite here. A lot of people have come through here. So I've just sort of come off the Great Dividing Range, hence that big steep bit coming down the hill. So I suppose that's kind of like it for the range. You can just see a balancing rock right through there, teetering. They got the old sign here, 1938. Looks like it's got bullet holes in it. Moonby Park and Lookout, constructed Cockburnshire, 1938. And a new 80th anniversary for the lookout. Morning from the Moonby Lookout and campground. Just had the sun just popped over the hill there. Yeah, so we've got Tamworth down here. There's the camp down here. Had quite a few parked here last night. Had a bit of a storm too. down into Tamworth now. Just found out that there's a festival on, so I don't know how busy it'll be. That's where I stayed up there. Well, made it to Tamworth, as you can see. It's got the big guitar, big golden guitar. It's a very busy place. So I am in Tamworth, the big golden guitar. I've just found out why it's so busy in Tamworth. It's the Country Music Festival. So that explains why it's absolutely packed. Just heading up to the Oxley Lookout. A bit hard to film in town, so I'll just have a little look up here. Tamworth. I just got up to the Oxley Lookout. So I've just got Tamworth down here. Little trip up to the lookout. Tamworth, 1818, explorer John Oxley en route from Bathurst to Port Macquarie when he crossed and named the Peel River. Yeah, so they have the big guitar and the National Guitar Museum and the Country Music Wax Museum. Hands Hall of Fame. I did try to have a look at these, but they were just absolutely packed of people. So. Well, that's Tamworth. I think I'll try to find the way out. Oh, so I got Gunnedah straight ahead, Oxley Highway. Welcome to Gunnedah. Just going through Gunnedah district. Coonabarra brand to the right. Morning. I found my campsite just south of Dubbo. It's still pretty hot and decided not to go any further. So yeah, I found this gravel pit here. Fair way off the road, but it was still a very noisy night with the trucks. It had the earmuffs, so that did help. I think it's supposed to be about 36 today, even more. I better get going. Just passing through a town called Tomingley. It's coming through Peak Hill. Just near Parks, at quite a famous place, a movie location as well. It's the Parks Radio Telescope, and of course used in the movie The Dish. So this took part in the first moon landings on Apollo 11. So on July 21, 1969, the Parks Radio Telescope brought television pictures to the historic Apollo 11 moonwalk. 600 million people around the world. So it was between CSIRO and NASA. There you go. Until the end of the manned lunar program in December 1972. See, there's a smaller dish through there. So this was commissioned in 1961 and it has a National Engineering seal. This looks like the old receiver cabin. So this is what's up in there. It says there are 250 steps from the ground to the highest point on the dish. That is the same as climbing a 15-story building. Yeah, I think it was set in Parks, of course, but some of the filming was done in Forbes because they have a lot of the old buildings there. And yeah, that's quite a good movie with Sam Neill and I can't remember all the actors. Go away, fly. Yeah. There's a lot of people starting to show up now, so I won't get too many more pictures. It must turn to the direction of these pulsars. The highest wind recorded at Parks in its first decade of operation was just minutes before the Apollo 11 moonwalk began. Apparently this is the only photo taken of the storm. And this is John Bolton, the director, 1961 to 1971. So I think this is probably the character Sam Neill played in the movie. There's a statue of Galileo. And look at this though. In 2022, so they got Moon, Neptune, Venus, Mars, Saturn, so they all came down in a line. The Comet Leonard, 2021, around Christmas. I think that's a photo of the sun. They have a little garden out here too. It's 9:30 and it says this is a precision sundial, and it's around, well, I'm not sure how to read it, I suppose. Got some whispering dish. There's another dish right over there. So yeah, so they're all linked up, several radio telescopes. I think there's something at Coonabarabran as well. But, yeah, that's great. That's sort of still there to look at, and it's sort of free to go into the information centre and walk up to the fence. But oh, that was worth a stop. Just going through parks. Yeah, it was just a quick trip into parks just to get a couple of things, some water and the like. Just coming into Forbes and just continuous roadworks. They must have had a lot of damage from those floods. You can see debris stuck in all the fencing everywhere. It just seems to be one great big roadwork. Just arriving in Forbes. So quite a lot of the locations in the Dish movie were filmed here. There. Should have brought my own black dog here. Photo on his head. Yeah. It's a nice building. Oh, this place seriously got some old buildings in it. Courthouse. Reminds me of the fountain in Bendigo. And it's called Victoria Park. Some nice trees in here. I wonder if they're tearing this one down. No. Yeah, here's the vampire here at Forbes. I remember seeing the footage, how this went under. They're taking some of the panelling off the body because it's wood where that panelling was. A lot of the vampire's body is wood. The gun here, you can sort of see the remnants of the flood, sort of still covered in mud. Well, I didn't get any further than Forbes today. It was just too hot to travel. So I just found myself some shade behind here. It's 6 o'clock and it's still 35 degrees. So. Well, that was Forbes for the night. That was a good night's sleep right on the river. Yeah, got a bit of sleep there. Oh well, up to south again. There's the Forbes post office. And there's the town hall. Still in flood. Like a big inland sea. Coming into West Wyalong. Just coming through a little town called Wyalong, if I've pronounced that correct, Wyalong. Yes, just at Wyalong, and there's another silo. It's quite good. They've got sheep up in the shed there. Yeah, so I left Forbes to West Wyalong here, and I could have gone down to Narandera and across to Hay, but I've decided just to go west. On the map it's a minor road, but this bit's been fantastic, getting a little bit bumpy here, but I think I saved about 50 kilometres, and soon I'll sort of have the sun out of the car again, so I think I've made a good move, hopefully. Just getting into Hay. This is the Murrumbidgee River. On the Hay Plains. Starting to encounter quite a few potholes now, right on the edge of the road. Just at the Lake Benanee, which is right on the edge of the road, but there's a big lake too. There's a few cars around here. Just got myself in the shade of the tree. A few flies. I saw a couple of rabbits a couple of hours ago. Look at that. I suppose they're rabbits. It's at the foreshore here. Should have jumped in for a swim. Good day for it. Look at that. Just out from Euston. Nice place for a sunset. Alright, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget the thumbs up if you like that, and notification button, subscribe button. Thanks to all my subscribers. And next stop Mildura, basically. So I'll be back in Victoria. Look around that area. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Take care.